Hello there! Today we are going to be talking about graphing linear equations from slope-intercept aka y equals mx plus b form. This is perhaps easiest form from which to graph linear equation because it requires no solving for which to complete. If you are a type of person who needs steps, they are listed here for you very clearly. First, we plot y-intercept or b-value from our equation. We put this on y-axis because that is where the y-intercept goes. Next step is to follow the slope to move from the y-intercept to the next point. This detail is very important. You must move from the y-intercept. From no other point can you move. Remember, you can find slope in your slope-intercept equation from the m value or the number in front of x. However, it is best to think of slope as rise over run, where rise tells us how far up or down we need to move to get to the next point, and run tells us how far to the right we need to go. Always move to the right. This will save you confusion later on. Also, if your slope is a whole number, try converting it to a fraction whose denominator is 1. For example, in this problem, if slope is 4, then we convert it to 4 over 1. This puts it into rise over run, making it very easy to move to next point. The final step in this process is to sketch a line that goes through both points. Make sure that your line goes all the way across the coordinate plane and be sure to put arrows on both ends. Remember, lines are infinitely long and the arrows are going to indicate this to the people who are looking at our graphs. Okay, I think this makes us ready to try some examples. First example, graphing y equals 2/3 x plus 1. To start this problem, the first thing I'm going to look for is my b value or y-intercept, aka positive 1. I am going to zoom in and put a point on the y-axis at this value. Next, I am needing to look at my slope, or in our problem, 2/3. This means rise is 2 and run is 3. So to get to next point on our graph, we have to go up 2 from where we started and run 3 units to the right, putting us right here. So we put point there. Last step is to connect the 2 points by sketching a line through them. I'm going to zoom out because I want my line to go all the way across the coordinate plane. Do not be envious of a program that makes fancy straight line for me. Be sure though to put arrows on end of line because lines are infinitely long, and that is it. Okay, let us move on to next example of y equals 2x minus 7. Start by plotting y-intercept or -7 in this case. The negative sign here tells us that y-intercept is on bottom half of y-axis, so we plot our point 7 units below the origin or middle point of our graph. Now we need slope. This time slope is whole number of 2, and if you were paying attention at the beginning, this means we want to turn it into 2 over 1 because that gives us rise of 2 and run of 1. Therefore, to get to next point on line, we go to above where we started and then we move 1 unit to the right. So plot point right there. And now we zoom out again because when we connect our 2 points, we want to make sure the line goes all the way across the coordinate plane, and we put arrows on the ends of the line to make sure that people know that it's infinitely long. Done! Let us now move on to our final example. This time we have y equals -5/4 x plus 6. Begin as always with y-intercept, which this time is positive 6, so we start by putting point at positive 6 on the y-axis. Next, follow the slope. This time we have the minus sign. Pro tip, make sure that minus sign always goes with your rise number because it means that you are going to move down, and our run this time is 4. So this time we are going to go down 5 from where we begin, 4 and 5, and then we are going to go to the right, as always, 4 units this time. Put a point there. Last but not least, we must connect our 2 points, so we zoom out to make sure that our line will go all the way across the coordinate plane. Oh, look how perfect that is. And then put arrows on the end to show once again that the length of the line is infinite. And this, as they say, is that. No matter what, if you have y equals mx plus b equation, plot the y-intercept, use slope to move to next point, that is again rise over run, connect your points, put arrows on line, have nice day. Right, Thank you for coming. Video is over.